The popularity of European football, or soccer, as we call it over here in America, has exploded over the past decade. It's weird to think about, but America is finally a soccer-hungry nation. And with the English Premiership starting up and being broadcasted live on NBC, there's going to be a lot of new Americans tuning in to see what the most popular soccer league in the world has to offer. But there is one problem though for most American newcomers to the English Premiership. Who do you root for? Now in America, you pretty much root for your home team. To do anything else, you're kind of labeled a bandwagoner or a traitor to your hometown. But being born in America, you are given a choice of any team in the Premiership, and that is a very daunting task. Who do you choose? Do you take one of the big boys? Will you be labeled a bandwagoner? Yes. Do you go with one of the mid-tier teams and kind of toil in obscurity? Or do you wait for your heart to be broken by one of the lower-tier teams that are probably going to get relegated? Well, this video is about that. This is just my personal top 10 teams Americans should be rooting for this year in the BPL. So without further ado, let's get into the list. At number 10 is last year's champions, Chelsea. You might be asking, how can you put the champions at number 10 on this list? Well, I will tell you this right away. Americans, for some reason in sports, we don't like a team that wins all the time. I don't know if we find it boring or if we like variety in our life. The best way to put it to an American is Chelsea is the English version of the New England Patriots, and there's actually a lot of similarities between the two. Both teams won their league last year. Both teams historically kind of toiled in mediocrity until new ownership kind of came in and changed things up and turned them into a powerhouse. And both teams have mastermind coaches that will do morally ambiguous things to win. And both teams have arguably the best player in the league on their teams. So the way to look at it is this. If you run into a European and you find out that they're an NFL fan, and you ask them what team they like and they say the New England Patriots, well, just reverse those roles. Do you want to be seen as that guy? If you want to be seen as a filthy bandwagoner, then go ahead, root for Chelsea. If not, maybe choose the next team on this list. And number 9 is Bournemouth. If America loves one thing during March Madness, it is a Cinderella story. The little guy, the lower divisions, the Steph Currys and the Davidsons. That is Bournemouth. They are a Cinderella story living a dream in the Premiership. This is a club that in 1997 was so broke that the fans had to have an emergency bake sale to save the club from absolute liquidation. That is a true story. Look it up. Now led by hometown hero and club legend Eddie Howe, they have risen from the 4th division of English football all the way to the top flight. And to give you perspective on how small of a club Bournemouth is, their home stadium this year will seat a little over 11,000. The Dallas Cowboys Stadium, on the other hand, seats 85,000. And to put things into further perspective on how small a club Bournemouth is, there are 10, yes count them, 10 high school football stadiums in Texas alone that seat more than 11,000 people. They are the ultimate Cinderella underdog team in the BPL this year. So why only number 9? Well, the grim reality of it is a newly promoted side more likely than not is going to be dropping right back down into the lower divisions. So as a newcomer to the league, I don't know if it's exactly a great choice to go ahead and fall in love with a team that might not even be in that league next year. But fingers crossed, guys, I am really rooting for Bournemouth to buck the trend. At number 8 is Stoke City. Stoke City, aka the Potters, are known as the defensive stalwarts of the British Premiership. Think of them as the Baltimore Ravens, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Just a team that you want nothing to do with when you are down on the road. But while they are known for their defensive prowess, they have done a lot to add to their offensive firepower over the past couple transfer windows. And with the huge signing of ex-Bayern Munich wonderkind Shaqiri, along with a couple of ex-Barcelona players, Stoke City is a team to watch out for this year in the BPL. And they're also the team that produced the goal of the season last year when Charlie Adam did his best Carly Lloyd impression. At number 7 is West Ham United. If there's one thing that I know about American fans, it's that we can be pretty lazy. That is why West Ham is so freaking high up on this list. There is an actual movie about an American becoming a West Ham fan, and that movie is called Green Street Hooligans, that stars, I kid you not, Frodo Baggins from Lord of the Rings. So go ahead, check out that movie and fall in love with the Hammers. At number 6 is Tottenham
Hotspurs.
Tottenham makes the list because they have been one of the most American-friendly teams in the BPL in recent memory. They have hosted the likes of Brad Friedel, Clint Dempsey, and now my prediction as the future best right back in the Premiership, DeAndre Yedlin. But that isn't the only reason you should be rooting for the Spurs. Last year, they had the story of the season in one man, Harry Kane. As a boy, Harry Kane was told that he wasn't good enough to train for his beloved hometown Arsenal, so he was snatched up by crosstown rivals Tottenham and put into their practice squad, and the Spurs were rewarded this season when Harry of Kane exploded for 31 goals. He was Tim Tebow-esque, he was Linsanity-esque, he was all of that wrapped into one supreme force of nature that they lovingly called the Hurricane. And it culminated in Harry Kane scoring 2 goals to come from behind and win up against Arsenal, the team that said that he wasn't good enough to play on their practice squad. But now going into his second season, will his trajectory be like that of Tim Tebow and Jeremy Lin? Will he fade into obscurity, or will his Cinderella story continue? And that is why you should be watching Tottenham this year. So that is it for my 10 through 6 picks of teams Americans should be rooting for. Remember, this is just the opinion of one dumb American, but you're gonna tell me how wrong I am in the comments down below anyway, so go ahead, have fun, champion your team in the comments down below. Tell Americans what makes your favorite team so great, because I am only just one fan, and all I want to do is share this game that I love with my fellow countrymen. And if you did enjoy this video, please go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe if you already haven't for more top 10 videos. And with that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. My name is B-. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Remember to stay yourself, stay humble, and be weird.